I never thought of myself as a writer. I thought there was a certain type of person who would be a writer. They would sound a certain way, bring certain credentials, have some kind of background that let them, be writers somehow. I just had all these stereotypes in my head. And I think that was put there by myself because I was afraid of taking that step and had this fear about what if it's not good enough? What if it's not, valuable enough to someone? What if it's just not smart enough? All these sort of fear-based limiting beliefs. And then meeting Sam and working with Sam and Samar in the Lucky Book community, really the family of Lucky Book Publishing, it gave me that space to breathe and that space to ask questions and to accept that what I had to say was actually important and it was going to mean something to someone other than just myself. And they just guided me in such a way and gave me such a strong, supportive foundation that I was able to not overcome my fears, overnight, but just take some action, put some tangible, activity behind my ideas and slowly start coming out and start redefining for myself what writing is, what a book is, what success looks like. All those barriers that were kind of in my way, I think through the right questions and prompting that they were doing by being able to meet other authors in the Lucky Book community and seeing them lead by example was really inspiring. So the whole experience really helped me put aside my fears little by little, more by doing than by thinking. And that really brought me here to the successful book. So it's been, I'm so grateful for this experience. It's really been wonderful. The message behind my book is really, really simple. It is two parts. First of all, nobody knows what they're doing. No one knows what they're doing. Nobody has an answer. If you think there's some magical key out there, no one has it in any profession, at any level, with any job title, with any background or life status. So don't feel like you're the only one because we're all just figuring it out. So no one knows what they're doing. Don't worry about it. The second thing is, because number one is true, it's fundamentally true that you are enough and special and valuable and gifted and talented as you are today. Doesn't mean there's not room to grow. You should be growing every day, challenging yourself, doing all the things. But as you are today is enough. You have enough to take that next step in front of you. So the title of my book is Thrive and Shine. And I think all of us are thriving and shining today. Just realize you're already thriving and shining, embrace it, and that there is an even bigger light and a bigger road where you can spread your wings ahead of you. You are so special and unique. You bring so much to the table. Don't worry about it. Don't compare yourself to others. Just be who you are. You are more than a gift to this world, and it's just your one responsibility is to share it with the world. So love yourself, be kind to yourself, and just keep thriving and keep shining. When I first started talking to Sam and Samar, Samantha especially, she said a few things to me that really unlocked some of the barriers that I had. She asked why I wanted to write this book, and that was a very important question. It was something beyond, I have this idea and I think it'll be a cute story or something. It was really getting to the heart of why I would commit to this process. And I think starting with that question of, what do I want to do with this book? Why am I writing it? Why am I taking this on? Was really, really important. It set the right groundwork for me to approach this book with the right attitude. And then we, through dialogue, came to this state, which was a realization and an epiphany for me, that this book is an act of service. I'm doing it because I'm trying to help people. It's not so that I can just sound smart and, look at what I have, look at what I've done, but more coming from a place of servitude and gratitude, and that conversation, that dialogue, and the processing of what's the real purpose of this book, and adding that layer beyond what do you have to say? What's your story? Is this publishable? Is this marketable? And really adding that meaning and purpose behind it was so important. And I think with any other publisher, I don't know if they would have done that. I think they would have looked at the marketability of the book and is this viable? Is this going to sell? Who's going to read it? I know they looked at all those things too, because it is a business, it is a publishing business. And I don't think they would have taken on my book if they thought otherwise. But starting with the why questions, the purpose-driven approach, it just gave me the confidence that they look at this as more than a book, because it was certainly more than a book for me. But it just got us really, really aligned on why this book was going to be created and why it was important that it sees the light of day. I never in a million years thought I would write a book, much less hit number one on any list, much less Amazon. So I think, this whole experience of discovering something, being able to do something as meaningful as writing something that was a set of my own experiences and my own story, putting it out there in the world was a leap of faith, and just trusting that this process would mean something to someone. And then when it hit number one, it brought me back to this realization that, all fears are man-made, all tension is man-made. All I needed to do was kind of trust and let go and let my life unfold to the next chapter that it needed to go in. And hitting that number one with this book that was such a personal endeavor really validated that belief, and it gave me renewed energy, renewed confidence, and also just the sort of calm grounding that gave me the foundation to open up to new possibilities. Nothing is impossible, and I think that attitude shift, validated by the number one event, really changed everything. It changed my whole outlook, and it's been a really meaningful kind of next chapter in the journey since then.